Welcome on back, everybody. Just going to play through of Hogwarts Legacy on the PlayStation 5. And last time I left you at Divination. And yeah, well, I went off to Hogsmeade because I just realised I hadn't sold anything for a while and my inventory was quite full. While I was at Hogsmeade selling, Sebastian came on board and said, meet him at the catacombs. I was like, okay, why would I want to meet you at the catacombs? You can get Imperio. So yeah. That's what we're going to go for.
You're here. Good.
Let's get going.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Was there anything else in the student's report?
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Yep.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
I'm sure he would. Student report, the catacomb assignment yielded more than I imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room, which had suffered decay amid the turned over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I'd be thrilled to study the relic further, but only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Enter the catacomb. Okay. Feldcroft Catacomb.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio.
So there's some stuff to the left here.
Crucial.
That spell got my attention.
Confringo. Descender. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Revelio.
Right, so I've got that.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo.
Okay. Let's get rid of that.
Room is taller than
Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio.
So obviously the chest up there.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I love the fact that it just turns it straight into that, by the way. That's just amazing.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous...
Skull and Campbell's shelf. So I did pick up some Chinese chomping cabbage while I was out. Yeah, we'll keep this on for the time being. There's Bombarda as well, but I'm expecting it fairy here.
Revelio.
If it's just spiders, then
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Accio. Crucial. Confringo. Descendo.
nice. Really leveled up.
Of another spider. I shall
Revelio.
sleep better tonight.
So we could bombard this, right?
Bombarda! Confringo! Descendo! Accio!
That seems like the way forwards.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there. Crucial. Descendo. Accio. Defendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Accio.
So good.
Confringo. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. Confringo!
So there's not a lot down here, is there? It's pretty disappointing, not gonna lie. Expecting something a bit more than that, especially after a battle, but it is what it is. So we've now got to head this way.
Now this is the sort of grave we might want to be buried in.
Right.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
I was expecting some stuff here. So we can...
Bombarda! Descendo! Did you hear that? Accio!
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
There's something here by the altar.
She mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used the very bones as the key. I plan to return it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment. Learning the Impervious curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperio curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Where do you think these diary pages came from?
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio!
Bombarda. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Yep. So I'm going to head down this path because...
Confringo. Revelio.
So I need to put bones on this.
Safe way across. Accio.
I need to...
Lumos. Bombarda. Lumos.
Can I... What do we do here? So I need some bones. I don't think I can carry them bones with me through here. Okay. Because you can't do spells through this stuff.
Accio.
Of course.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Can I do it off this one?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Right. So if that's what we do, I just want to quickly double check this place.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. Accio.
There we go.
Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Revelio.
Right. Expecting some good stuff in here, by the way. Here we go. Some short stairs.
Accio.
Can't carry more potions, that's fine. Distinguished robe. Let's take a look at the distinguished robe, shall we? Level defense goes down slightly, offense goes up a lot. I need level 28. So once we level up, we'll forget to put that on, I'm sure. Right, let's move on in here. I'm expecting, say, in theory. Looks like it could be spiders, though.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
How would you know about it?
Where did you learn the Imperious curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
What does it entail?
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Yes, I'd like to learn it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Okay.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Right, let's put that on as our main now. Temporarily forces enemies to fight as they were your companion while under your control. Take reduced damage from other enemies to prolong their allegiance to you. Also curses the victim and cursed enemies take extra damage. Slash. That's a curse. So I might do live this. Fuck's sake, Paul. What do we have on there? Bombarder we had, didn't we? There we go.
Imperio. Defender. Bombarder. Accio.
Crucio. That spell got my attention.
Descender.
Literally push him through
Confringo.
the ground. Can we? Yes. Right. Can I bombard this?
Bombarder.
No. Can bombard that though. Right, so we go left or do we go right? We'll go this way first. Let's see spider.
Confringo. Descender.
Crucio.
Confringo. Defender. Imperio. Descender. Bombarder. Accio.
Do that.
Crucio.
Confringo. Finger. Descender. Bombarda. Accio. Crucial.
Jesus Christ.
Descendo. Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Right.
Bombarda.
So we've got that way seems the main path. So we're going to head this way. Need to.
Confringo. Accio.
I thought I was going to get bloody attacked then. Take the potion.
Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Thought that was a sneaky chest. Alright. Is there anything we can do that way?
Revelio.
That's what we built. I don't think there's anything else this way to be done. So you have some spells on Paul that you can use. Okay. Let's head this way then.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Didn't do anything.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Defendo. Accio. Bombarda. Imperio. Confringo. Crucial.
That spell got my attention.
Descendo. Confringo.
There's the level.
We've read the world.
Oh, I can't remember what it was. Is it the outfit? No. Cloak. I need 28 for that. Okay, maybe you haven't got that. Got a talent point though. Right, dark arts. Okay, so they also curse. That's really good. Also quite like having curse on there for longer. So I think I'll do that because when we were fighting the boss a couple of times ago, it dropped off before we could come back. So we'll do that.
Spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Okay.
Accio.
Circle. So if I do that and that, that opened up that one. So I want circle. And this one should open that one there.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Right, so I need this one, this one. Just had a message through work, 2 secs. Didn't actually see what we got, but that's fine.
Accio.
Hold it down, Paul.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I think that's
You
everything.
are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Like literally the worst pun in the world, but it's fine. Let's just come up with this one first because it's got everything just in case I do
I see
need
why
it.
Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Oh god. What are we fighting? Spiders.
Crucial. Imperio. Accio. Crucial. Descendo. Confringo. Bombarda. Defendo.
Put down the venomous matriarch, please.
Accio. Bombarda. Imperio. Accio. Defendo. Crucial. Descendo. Confringo. Descendo.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
It's just a lot of spam, I'm not going to lie. Flicking between the two wheels is challenging, actually. Not challenging is probably the wrong way.
Confringo. Revelio.
That's the bone thing that we went through. I was expecting in theory, to be honest.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
No, no.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
The relic's note. The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizardkind but the world. The dark sacrifice involved to realise its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic. It needs 3 dead people.
Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Yeah, we need that relic. I'm going to bring it
I'm
along.
willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Uh-oh. It's ominous.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Oh, God.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperio?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Nice. Was it this way, wouldn't it?
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
Been up there. Just doubly making sure.
Revelio.
We get through there. Yeah, we did.
I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
So we've just got Avada Kedavra left. Hopefully we'll get that sometime soon.
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
Alright. Turn to Feldcroft. Can I can't even. Okay, looks like we're running. Ah, that's why we can't. Right.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Right, ladies and gents, I think we can call this one an episode here. Yeah, it's on fire, so we'll see about that. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out. And there'll be some more Hogwarts Legacy coming away shortly. I'll see you all in the next one.